Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very glad to be with you at this moment where we are going to have a small conversation about what is going on right now in our mother continent, Africa. What you see here, my dear lovely African, these are soldiers from Chad. There has a speculation on social media that the government of Chad has sent troops to Democratic Republic of Congo to help the government to fight M23. This comes after the government of Kinshasa requested military support from Chad to combat M23 rebels. So if this is true, do you see this is the best solution? Will Chad bring differences in this conflict? But before I move forward, let me tell you one thing. Do you see that this is the fighting of Africans in Democratic Republic of Congo? This is a war of Africans among themselves in the neutral ground in DRC. Because we have seen South Africa and Rwanda accusing one another. So if Chad is going to join, it means Chad, which is African country, is going to fight their fellow brothers who are M23. So it is African brothers fighting against African brothers. You see, yes, there are those who said Rwanda is supporting M23. If Chad and other African countries are going to fight M23, it means that if it's true that Rwanda is supporting, it means Rwanda and Chad is going to be at conflict. Chad and Rwanda is going to fight in Democratic Republic of Congo. At the same time, Democratic Republic of Congo is fighting. You see, it is Africans who are fighting in DRC. It is not Americans, it is not Europeans, it's we Africans who we are fighting one another in Democratic Republic of Congo. You see? And then we are coming to say, you know, our leaders must come together, must sit down in African Union to come with constructive things. Do you think these leaders will agree one another, or they will see each other as enemies? I'm sure if it's true that Rwanda is supporting M23 and right now Chad is going to fight M23 that is being supported by Rwanda, if it is true, you see, it means Kagame and Idris Deby will not be at peace. That's the truth. They will not be at peace. They will see each other as enemies. So don't think that these people will come with good idea about Africa. When they meet, they see each other as enemies. They will not agree to each other because everyone see each other as enemy. And from there, Africa will not prosper. When we talk about continental free trade area, do you think, and the free movement of people and goods, do you think Rwanda would agree the people of Chad to come to Rwanda for free? Because if it's true that you are fighting Rwanda, Chad will agree Rwandese to go to Chad? You see, that's something that I think as the people of Africa we need to understand. This thing that is happening right now is going to bring Africans into big conflict. We are going to see African countries at war in Democratic Republic of Congo. The way Europeans did to find neutral ground to fight one another, that is what's happening right now to we, the people of Africa. And our leaders are not going to the war to fight one another. It's we, the citizens, who are going to fight one another. Our leaders will stay in their state house saying, go and fight, do this and that. But it's we, me and you, citizens, who are going to be affected. Even today, if the whole continent will be at war, our leaders will not be affected. They will take a plane and go to Europe. You see? So I think, my dear lovely Africans, we need to think beyond that. What is going on right now in Africa, especially in Democratic Republic of Congo, is the war among Africans themselves. And this will bring Africans into big conflict that will take a long time because some people will be injured. We heard the issue of South African. You heard a little bit, of course. I shared some videos. The way Malema said about Kigali, about Kagame, the way South African politicians reacted to President Kagame. There's those who said they are ready to go in Goma and fight M23. There's those who accused Kagame with broad words. You see? So what do you think Kagame is taking? How Kagame is receiving those kind of words? Not only Kagame, even other leaders. Because Kagame is not only that Kagame don't have friends. He has friends here in the continent of Africa. And if Kagame is going to be affected, his friend will come to help him. If it's true, the way the government of Congo is getting support. But we are not saying we need to fight. What I'm saying here, we need to find the best way to stop fighting one another. This is fighting among ourselves. We must find the best solution to end conflict. This conflict is not healthy to us, the people of Africa. It will divide us, and it will continue to divide people in the continent. So let us continue. When I watch on television, I read on social media about Chad sending troops to DRC, one question comes to my mind that I know SADC troops are in DRC. When you talk about SADC, you're talking about Tanzania, you're talking about South Africa, you're talking about Mozambique, you're talking about Zimbabwe, Zambia, Burundi, although Malawi. All those countries are members of SADC, and these countries have already sent troops to DRC to fight M23, and now Chad is joining. So I ask myself, why don't our leaders use this platform to form a single army? SADC doesn't have single army. So if these countries can send troops to DRC individually to fight these insurgent or to fight M23, why don't our leaders say, okay, let us come together and form a single military army that will help to bring peace, not only in DRC, even in other places? Why don't our leaders decide in such way? But all in all, let us live as it. But that is what came to my mind, that instead of individual countries sending soldiers or troops to Democratic Republic of Congo to fight M23, why don't these troops or these soldiers unite, because all of these soldiers, if we are talking about SADC soldiers, MONUSCO, whatever, all of them, they're fighting one label. All of them, they're fighting M23. Even Chad is joining, if it's true, is going to fight M23. Who is M23? How M23 is so powerful that SADC cannot defeat them? This international community cannot defeat them. We have seen mercenaries. What is going on there in Democratic Republic of Congo? Maybe there's something that we don't understand with the people of Africa. There's some business behind, you see, because if we are really serious, and of course we have seen that some decisions have already made by the SADC East Africa Joint Summit, where they said that it is better for the government of Congo to have conversation, to talk with M23, because M23 are not enemies. Congolese who are fighting to be recognized, Congolese who are speaking Rwandese language. So due to these colonial borders, these people were divided. These were taken to DRC and these remain in Rwanda. But all these are Congolese, and already the government, previous government, already declared that these are Congolese. So the current government are tried to say these are from Rwanda. But all in all, and one thing that even myself I don't understand, when our leaders came out to speak in public. They speak very nicely that we Africans, we are one. Africans, we are one. We are divided by colonizers. So if we know that, why we are saying that these M23 are enemies of DRC, instead of saying these are Africans who were divided by colonizers, you see? But you find ourselves in the position that we are dividing ourselves. We are saying these are not Africa. Yes, maybe they have problems. I agree that maybe they have problems, they are destabilizing, but you can find a way to engage them. Instead of calling these people names, say these are Rwandese, these are Congolese, let us say these are Africans that were affected by the colonial borders. So instead of dividing, so you see now, one thing that I see in Democratic Republic of Congo, and you will agree with me that Africa is fighting in DRC. African nations are fighting in DRC. Take this. This is the African war. Because we have seen Rwanda and South Africa, everyone trying to accuse one another. It means Rwanda is African country, South Africa is African country. So we are fighting one another in DRC. We are like America and others who finding neutral ground to fight. So it looks like Congo is the neutral ground for African nation to fight one another. And they fight for the interest of minerals. If we are serious, really serious, we want peace, I don't think that we can take a long time to bring peace. What's difficult for us, the people of Africa, to sit down to say we want peace? You, M23, what's your problem? What do you want? What are we hiding behind? You see, I think we are not serious with what we want. Yes, we know very well that our colonizers are behind of us. They are not ready to see that the Democratic Republic of Congo is at peace. All of us, we must understand that the conflict in DRC is multi-billion industry. Have been said this many times, that when you are fighting, you lose manpower, you lose territories, you lose resources. You see, at that time, people will not engage in food production. You are going to buy food from other countries. You see, what amount of money you are going to pay? People are going to be injured. People are supplying medicine. Africa, we don't have industries to supply medicine to our soldiers, to wounded people. We don't have these drugs. But there's someone who is the main supplier of drugs to soldiers who have been wounded. You see, they're making a lot of money. So to say Congo will be at peace, people will not accept this. There are those who are supplying weapons. We must understand. But it looks like Africans, we don't see this. We are not serious about this. We talk out without understanding the real causes, how people are making money. I think the time has come for we, the people of Africa, to understand we are losing. We are losing time. We are losing resources. We invest a lot of money to buy weapons, to fight one another. This is unacceptable. We should not accept this as the people of Africa. We are happy. Yes, Chad is sending troops. We are happy someone is sending troops. But remember that it's Africans who are fighting one another. It is not Americans, it is not Russians, it is Africans. Chad is going to fight M23. We don't know who is behind M23. There's those who said Rwanda is behind M23. If it's true, it means Chad is going to fight Rwanda. You see? So when President Kagame and Idris Deby will meet in the African Union, do you think they will agree to create one thing that is constructive for the continent of Africa? Everyone will see one another as enemies. So I think Africans, we need to wake up and to understand. My dear lovely Africans, let us not speak for too long. But all in all, the aim is to share this update from our mother continent, Africa, and try to digest the impact of these issues. But all in all, we want a peaceful continent. We want the continent that is at peace, where people can benefit from their resources. That's what we are asking. So our leaders must understand that there are those who are not going to fight. It's Africans who are fighting. So to allow this to continue, it means our leaders are allowing we, the people of Africa, to continue to fight one another. The thing that is not good for us. So let us change it. Let us say no to fight one another. We are brothers and sisters. Thank you.